So, in my analysis of the market and of zone theory, what I usually tend to start out with is the bigger time frames, as in like the monthly charts. This is the S&P market that we are looking at, and I've drawn my monthly zones on here, and you can see how they responded, or how price responded to them, and with price action. So, some of these smaller zones are actually weekly zones on here. And I actually drew a couple daily zones just because I thought they were really important. If we go down to the daily chart, you can see this is a drop, base drop, and today you can see how price came up into that daily zone and then rocketed away very, very quickly. So um, we were really looking for this trade to happen, and we really expected it to happen as such. So I usually start out on my bigger time frames. Now the interesting thing about the bigger time frames is like let's say we put this on the 240 minute, which is the 4 hour chart, and you can see how this looks here, and we had a nice little retest, and because this is Zappa zones, it draws out our zones automatically for us here on NinjaTrader. And it actually keeps track of how many times price has been to these zones. So we know if this is a purple coloring that it's been there like 3 times, which is 1, 2, and 3. If this is blue, it means that we've retested that zone 1 time. So we can adjust these zones and everything like that to make sure that they coincide with other time frames. So looking at this on the bigger time frames, we have a 240 minute or a 4 hour chart, 60 minute, and a 30 minute that all coincide with this zone up here. And Apazones actually drew them out, so we have 12:52:72 on all 3 time frames. So we have a lot of confluences saying that this is the zone. And if you wanted to take the whole zone, obviously you would have had to use a pretty decent sized stop to capture the move. But the idea is to actually get it into the lower time frames. Now, this is something very important, even though we have it on the 4 hour time frame. And when we're looking at trends, basically we're just looking at what the big move is from one 4 hour zone to the next. So now we're obviously in a downtrend on this. However, looking at the hourly chart, we see that this was a zone there. On the 30 minute, it was a zone there. And on our 15 minute, we had a zone right here. And this zone actually goes back a few days, or actually probably a day or so ago. We can check that out. And if we don't like that zone, we can move it around, or look exactly when this thing was drawn through the properties, which just makes everything a whole lot easier. And we can see that started on the 21st, all that kind of good stuff. So let's go ahead and move it back to where it was, just because this is the way Apazones automatically draws out the zone. So it's really trying to take that. It was a rally, and then it kind of based, and then it rallied some more. Kind of, we try to take that and extend it forward automatically for us. So as prices retesting that area, we keep it in mind. The reason why it's important to look at the smaller time frames, other than like the 4 hour time frame, like the hourly, the 30, and the 15, we can actually spot the trend reversal on these 3 time frames. So when the trend actually reverses, and right now I would say that this was because we had it on these 3 time frames, we're really looking for confluence. We can expect to see an up move to a degree. Now, looking at the bigger time frame here, we can see the 20 moving average on the 4 hour chart is right here where price is right now. So this is going to be a very pivotal area in the Globex session to see whether or not we go higher. And we had a true trend reversal from the combination of our 60, 30, and 15-minute charts, or whether it's going to continue on down right now. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. We do see a possible 15-minute zone, which this aqua color means that this is the first time this zone has been retested. Blue means it's been retested once, and if for some reason we don't like the way